What has changed since Queen Elizabeth II passed away? Well, it might seem like the royal family has fallen into chaos, but behind the scenes there's a super detailed plan in place that needs to be followed to a T. In fact, certain events have already started to unfold with clockwork precision. What do you think is going to happen? Hey, I'm your host Bridget Shields, and let's jump right into it. First of all, Prince Charles is now the king. Although there are plenty of rituals and ceremonies that he has to go through, he did not actually need any of that to become king. It happened immediately after the Queen's passing. The very first visitor to King Charles has to be the current Prime Minister Liz Truss, and in order to ensure a smooth transition to the new official head of state, all members of Parliament need to gather to swear allegiance to the new king. On the first full day of his reign, despite losing his mother the day before, Charles leapt into his new duties. He personally greeted many dozens of members of the public and delivered a televised address to the nation. The next day, government figures proclaimed his accession to the throne at St. James's Palace. Now the line of succession has also changed. After his father's coronation, Prince William will assume the title Prince of Wales in a separate ceremony, which is a title traditionally given to the next in line to the throne. This would make Kate Middleton the Princess of Wales. So now William and Kate's children are also closer to the throne. George has become second in line, Charlotte is third, and little Louis is fourth in line, with Prince Harry still technically below them in fifth place to the throne. Interestingly enough, the original law stated that younger male heirs would be considered for the throne before their older female siblings. However, in 2013, this changed, and now any older female sibling born after the 28th of October 2011 can be considered first for the throne. So because Princess Charlotte was born in 2015, she gets to keep her place in line. Although it didn't always seem likely, Camilla has officially been named Queen Consort. It's generally because she's been married to Charles for quite some time before he ascended the throne, and her popularity has also grown over the years. But why was it thought that she'd never be named queen in the first place? Well, it has a lot to do with her choice of title. Technically, when Charles was the Prince of Wales, she was entitled to be called the Princess of Wales, but because that was Princess Diana's title, she instead chose to use the Duchess of Cornwall out of respect for her memory. So based on the fact that she chose to keep the lesser title, there was speculation at the time of her marriage that she might be called Princess Consort instead of Queen when Charles becomes king. Although to anyone who is unaware of the history between Charles, Camilla, and Princess Diana, I couldn't recommend enough that you look into it and find out why Camilla was so unpopular in the first place. With his position solidified, King Charles III has to get to work even before his mother's funeral. After a short period of grieving and official condolences for the family, the new king will embark on a tour of the UK prior to the funeral, visiting Scotland, Northern Ireland, and Wales. He will meet with leaders and attend services, as well as go out and meet the people. Although it seems like a very difficult task to anyone, especially considering that he would still be grieving, Charles has been training for this moment his whole life, so he's going to be well prepared. Not only that, but going to meet his subjects will be very good for his image, as he will really need to do the work to encourage positive feelings among the public about his new position. Because the truth is that many Brits still doubt that he will be a good king. One of the main arguments is that he simply just doesn't possess the charm and warmth that Princess Diana had. He comes across as aloof, and the New Yorker once described him as a snob. In general, it's thought that he just never really tried to relate to ordinary people, while Prince William, on the other hand, has reached out to people just as much as his mother did, and is thought to be a much more compassionate person. But a lot of people prefer to have a bit more of a positive outlook when it comes to Charles's reign. Despite what his reputation suggests, it's entirely possible that he will rise to the occasion, and he just needs time to prove himself in his new role. Well, that's all I have. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.